In this lecture, we will going to discuss the PHP filters. So let's get started. The PHP filters are used to both sanitize and validate the input. So if you wanna strip all the SQL injection or HTML tags that could be harmful for your input or database, you can use the filter. And if you also want to validate the input, that whether it is the correct input that coming from the user, then you can also use the filter for. So we will gonna look into it now. Remove all this. We will gonna look into the filters one by one in each videos so you can get the better idea. So in this video I will gonna explain you just one filter function, and then in the next video we will gonna discuss the another one. Basically you can filter almost everything like variable, array, the input that is coming through this form, or whether it is a get request, post request. You can validate the cookies that you will gonna store, you can validate the session, you can validate the server variables. So almost everything that is stored, you can validate it or sanitize it. So let's have a look into the one. I will gonna remove this one, and here for instance first name and email. Let's create another field and I will gonna give it a name email, and type will be email as well. And here as you can see, let's say all three of these value are mandatory. These input fields are mandatory, so user must submit the fields. So there are multiple ways you can validate whether the user submitted or not. So if we want to check if this email field was available when we were submitting the form, then we can use the filter has variable. What it take the type of this input, whether it is a post or get input, or it is a server input, a cookie, or env input. So you have to define it here, and then the name. In our case, method is post, so we will gonna say input post, and the variable name or the input name email. So if this email exists, let me varchar this, and now here we will gonna set the condition to check. I will gonna copy this whole thing. We want to throw an error if email was not there in the form. No email found. And since it is gonna return the true and false, then we have to just add not condition here. So if it is not found, if this function return false, then show this error. So I will gonna save it, refresh here, submit it. It is saying boolean true because the email exists. Let me go back here now and change the name. I have to refresh. Now when I submit, you see email not found. So what it is doing, it is not checking for the empty or existent value. It is actually checking for the input, this field. If this field is available, then we are good to go. Otherwise throw an error, because sometimes hacker do, sometimes they try to override our form by eliminating the hidden or empty or email field or any sort of a field, that ID field that we use to fetch the record or insert the record, update the record. They are trying to hack our system by eliminating or manipulating our HTML form. So in order to validate this, that all the email field and all the other fields that you have added by your system in your forms are available, you use this filter has var function. So that's it for this video. We will gonna come in next video and we're gonna check the different functions available in the filter. Take care for now. Bye bye.